Hello everyone, this is Gabe Nedwick with my interview question presentation for MPA 540 Public Personnel Management for Dr. Powell's class. I'll be going over an interview question with 3 different responses: the wrong answer, mediocre answer, and an outstanding answer. And I'll briefly go over why the answers are labeled as they are. And it's an interview question that I've heard before. It could be for almost any level within an organization, whether entry level or further on. So again, I'll go over the question and answer, and then I'll give a brief description. So, wrong answer. Tell me about yourself. I was born on a Thursday evening. We lived on a farm at that time. There was a big storm coming through that night, so I remember my grandparents always telling me that the animals went crazy that night, and that was probably just a sign of things to come. And that's why I don't like to travel on weekends anymore. So this is a wrong answer. Obviously, it's 99% of information that's not necessary for an interview. Nobody needs to know the opening to David Copperfield. Not that one. That one. And it's just not relevant to a job interview. If there's any funny stories that people want to know about you, they can hear that after you've been hired, like in a break room, not during a job interview. During a job interview, you really want to keep a lot of that information out. It's not, like I said, it's not necessary, and nobody needs to really know probably any of that information. Now, mediocre answer. Tell me about yourself. Well, I went to college, got married, had a couple kids. We have a few dogs. I like to do a lot of things in my free time. I'm an outdoorsy person, so I like to go hiking, jogging, kayaking. We go on lots of vacations all the time, so I like to do all that. And in my, free time, I like to also work. I've worked in many different places. So this is a mediocre answer because a lot of the relevant information is information that you can find on the resume or the application. So you don't need to go over that in a lot of detail, and a lot of the stuff about personal time you don't really need to include in there, just because it could play negatively against you. If you start saying all the things you do in your free time or all the vacations you go on, they might start thinking that you take a lot of time off of work, you don't like to be at work, you're going to try and take lots of vacations while you're there. And a lot of the personal information as far as family and pets and things like that, you don't need to include. Again, it's not stuff that's necessary for a job application or a job interview. Now, the outstanding answer. Tell me about yourself. Well, I went to college. After I got my degree, I worked in many different fields. I worked in food, I worked in retail, I worked with the public, I worked with cash handling, which really made me discover some of my passions and some of my some of the assets that I bring, especially to this company. As I researched this company and found out a lot of information about it, there were a lot of things that line up with my experiences, and I really discovered that a lot of my passion, as I said, aligns with this, and I bring a lot to this company. So I really want to be able to use these skills that I've accrued over the years and bring them here. So this is more of an outstanding answer, just because it briefly highlights some of your skills, some of the background. Again, it is stuff that's on the resume and on the application, but that's kind of what brought you into the interview. But being able to tie that back into what the new employer can expect from you, and really want to see more of like your personal touch and what you're bringing to a different company or corporation. That's what they're looking for. They want to know how that ties in, and again, why you applied with that company wherever it is, and what tools and things you've brought there. And then hopefully after you've answered these questions in the rest of the interview, hopefully you'll get the job, and hopefully it's a place you can stay until you either quit or resign or stay there for a very long time. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.